Hey, so I've noticed a lot of dicks on YouTube have been doing reviews, like literally like most YouTubers do it, and I thought, I'm a dick. I've got a YouTube channel, I could probably do this. So, and I also watch a lot of reviews and think, I fucking hate that guy. That's wrong. There's probably going to be some swearing and possible offence in this video. I've probably proved that already. Good, go me. I'm not really good at looking at the camera either, so my eyes will be darting out every which way possible, like some sort of terrorist or something. But anyway, I thought I'd do some reviews and shit because every other cunt's doing it. So why not? And yeah, so I thought instead, if this goes well, I'll start doing like regular stuff. I might have a set because normally I've just sat sofa and the cat cushions, which people might miss. So I've got like a nice, a basic wall, which is good. It's good to have something at the back of you. I am rambling, so I will stop now and just get down. Basically, I'm gonna have. Well, that's probably really fucking loud, isn't it? I'm not gonna piss about and redo this video. I'm just gonna go with it and see what happens because I think the best stuff in life is improvised. So anyway, I might do a permanent set. Like I might try and create a set somewhere with a wall and some shit either side to make it look not as bland and shit. And might sort my fucking hair out a little bit. If people like it, and if people. Yeah, that's basically it. If people like it, I'll try and do it on a more regular basis. Because today I'm going to review a series so far rather than singular episodes or... Yeah, no, yeah, that's basically it. So if people like it, I'll do it more often and more shit. And also I'm doing, like, a lot of people... I've been watching some people give advice on what to do on YouTube, like how to be a big YouTuber. And everyone says, always do what you like or what you're good at. And I'm not good at a lot, so I just thought I'd fucking come on here and talk shit. So that is what I'm good at, doing talking shit. So yeah, this is something I like, so that's what I'm going to review. If people ask me to review like EastEnders or Coronation Street or other shit, I'm probably going to say no. I'm not going to review it. So yeah, okay. This is my review and a long babble at the start of the recent series of Doctor Who. Now, I'm quite a big Who fan. I pick up on different points and I call people out. I'm wrong, just like a lot of people, and this is just my opinion. So if you disagree with them, that's cool. Just don't be all angry and shit and come like bomb my house. This is I hate it, you know. A way to describe this series of Doctor Who so far is poor, and I'm talking Africa poor. You know, it's really bad. You know, they started off with, you know, trying to do, oh, what's cool? Let's just have a T-Rex in a river, which is near a very British thing. Let's do that. All right, let's put Tyrannosaurus Rex by Big Ben, that'll do. So that's basically the concept of... it was a joke. And then you had the Doctor not knowing who the fuck he was and going a bit mental. And I had so much hope for Peter Capaldi as well. And luckily he's doing it a bit better. He's more aggressive, which I like, because I think Matt Smith was a bit too flamboyant, a bit too... nonchalant. He's just kind of there. He's a bit wibbly wobbly. He's like a jelly on a plate. He's like a tie-dye car crash, and I just didn't like that. It's like he's funny, he's colourful. I didn't even find him that funny, if I'm honest. But he was just meant anyway. Capaldi, I have faith for. He's a bit more aggressive. I like that. And hopefully he can bring a bit more seriousness to Doctor Who rather than just being garish and a bit outlandish. And I'm trying to get in quite a lot of descriptive words, adjectives in here. Adjectives, good, I can't even speak. But anyway, going back on sort of Doctor Who, can't speak either. I'm just such a clumsy talker. So this YouTube career is probably destined to fail. Maybe I should call my channel Clumsy Talker. That might get me somewhere. Anyway, it's been Paul. We've had a couple of... I don't know what episode it was. It's just come to my mind. The bit where they went inside a fucking Dalek. What is up with that? And they made so many references to films and shit being like it. It was a joke. Like, just... Why would you go inside a Dalek? I don't... That whole episode, I don't really want to speak about it anymore because it was terrible. The whole premise was awful. It was all just awful. It was balderdash. I just despised it. And you know what? It's really hard to place some of the episodes because it's been that poor that I can't remember a lot of them, and my memory's not amazing at the best of times. But the fact I can't even recall certain episodes is bad. I mean, this week's even is something about like space spiders, which automatically looks like the face hugger from Half-Life, or the head crab from Half-Life, even the face hugger from Alien. It seems a lot of stuff that's already been done. The whole thing in the first episode as well with the lesbian couple, they played on that too much. And the bit where Clara flicked up the pen and hit the Doctor in the balls, it's Sonic Screwdriver even. It was just, it's cheap humour nowadays. The whole lesbian feminist couple, Emma Watson stuff, fair play, we kind of get it. You accept people for being different, well done. Don't base a whole episode on... It was shit. It really was. And the space episode where they went into space and they met, obviously, Danny Pink and Clara's offspring, because they're going to get busy and end up sprouting out some sort of Danny Pink bearded freak man who is an astronaut and possible time traveller. I have a theory it might have even been Danny Pink. He was just trying to hide his identity from Clara, because in the recent episode we found out that Danny Pink knows all about the Doctor and all that shit. So it could be like a River Song thing where he knew Clara before. They create paradoxes they can't fix in half of this shit. And the last episode, that was the one in that school, wasn't it, with that annoying black girl who's just, oh god, it's like, no, don't tell anybody about the TARDIS. You got to keep it secret. You can't tell that soldier. He's a soldier. That was more Gordon Brown than Peter Capaldi, but that's my Scottish accent. He's basically telling Clara, like, oh no, you can't let Danny know on anything. We're going to have to wipe his mind. But little black girl, who's actually fucking really annoying with a really shit haircut, come on in. Yeah, it's a big time travelling box, actually. Do you want to go look at shit in space and watch me dump a massive metal thing out? Yeah. Alright then, let's do that. Alright, come in. He had no fucking problem with doing that, did he? It was awful. And the monster they had, I can't remember the name. It was too complicated. It was too shit. It was so generic. It was like, oh, okay, there's a monster that can probably blow up a planet. Oh, alright, that's kind of fair enough. What does it look like? It's kind of metal looking, kind of... It looks like Stephen Hawkins in an Iron Maiden kind of... It was really... It wasn't anything special. I think they've done similar episodes before. The whole... what really annoyed me is the whole start of the episode. They had Clara and the Doctor on loads of escapades and all this really cool shit. And you're like, they're chained to a post, just like Star Wars Episode 2. In like some sort of desert. And that was cool. I wanted to... I was watching this episode thinking, I want to know what's happening in that desert, how they got chained up there. That's interesting to me. Not him being a fucking janitor. Now, I thought that was a shout out that I liked. Like, the Doctor's a bit of a janitor in space, a caretaker in space, if you will, kind of clearing up the universe of Daleks and other type shit like that. And I was like, good. You know, fair play for doing that, Doctor. Respect and all that. So that was a little shout out, and they do have a little shout outs, but loads of other YouTubers mention it, so I just thought I'd give my opinion on the episodes, etc. And yeah, okay, one thing that does interest. Oh, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Basically, the last episode, there was loads and loads of cutaways to really cool, exciting stuff, and then in the end, the whole episode was kind of based in a school with a really Oxfam kind of bought robot. It was really second-hand. It was okay, and that's what I can say to most of these. They've been okay. The one when they went back in time with the little Danny Pink in the orphanage, and they went back and they saw the Doctor as the kid, and Clara come out, touched his leg. Don't know how that went down for paedophilia, but that was really, really weird. And so, if that little kid, is he now classed as playing the Doctor? Because that's definitely the youngest person to play the Doctor, even though he wasn't called the Doctor then. And they didn't really make it clear that when they went back in the 50th episode of John Hurt's Doctor in that barn, that was Gallifrey. And that's the same barn that they went to in this episode. And yeah, they kind of didn't explain it well, and which is fair enough, because I do like to explore things myself. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind a bit of mystery, it's good. But yeah, the whole fact that we see really cool shit and then it kind of never happens is irritating. One thing that is really good for me though is Missy. I think that's a really interesting concept that they're doing. A lot of people have said it, you know, it's the Doctor's granddaughter, who we've seen before. Can't remember her name, don't care. I was thirsty, get over it. But people don't know who she is. I've got a feeling it's some sort of Time Lord that escaped from Gallifrey or something like that. Another Time Lord, possibly the Master trying to be really good, a female Master, that'd be quite interesting. Who's trying to save all the people the Doctor let die, and then in the end maybe he'll be like, Doctor, are you really that good? Because you've killed loads of fuckers, and these are the people that you nearly did kill, and that'll be some sort of outlet of shit. So yeah, it looks really interesting, and it was a nice cameo by Chris Addison, who I think is a really good actor. I really love to hate him in quite a lot of things. Really good in Skins. Yeah, all in all, it's been okay, but nothing better than okay. It's got really good stuff, but I think it's going to have the problem that most Doctor Who's have. You have a really interesting backstory running along, and you're thinking about that all the time, which is great. And the episodes are really bog standard and very, very okay and very average, which I don't particularly like. And then it's some massive thing that you think, oh, it's going to impact the whole universe, it's going to do this, and then eventually it's fixed by Clara jumping into a wormhole or something like that. I could say more, but I've basically said what I wanted to say. This video has almost gone into 40 minutes. I will bid you adieu. See you next time, guys.